How to avoid drop shipping business scams. So, you're considering starting up your own drop shipping business. You've done your research and you can obviously see the many benefits of online drop shipping. Be that as it may, you must now confront the issue of attempting to locate a decent dropship vendor. If you've already started looking for dropshipping companies to work with, you will surely have noticed numerous individuals offering records or a list of discount dropshipping companies. The issue is that perhaps most of these companies' business records are nothing more than scams. Setting up your own dropshipping business may be a pretty easy and straightforward process, but there are certain things that you do need to look for. The dropship directory scam is the first and probably the easiest scam that you could fall victim to. Of course, I'm not saying that every dropship directory you see online is a scam. Obviously, if you're starting up your own dropshipping business, you will need to have a list of dropshipping business suppliers to work with in order to find a dropship vendor you can trust. However, putting together a list of trustworthy dropshipping suppliers is something you can and should do on your own. Never pay someone for a dropship directory. Why should you never pay for a dropship directory? Let's think about this for a minute. If you're starting up a new dropshipping business, it's pretty obvious that you will need to find reliable dropship vendors. Since the bulk of your business will consist of shipping products to customers, choosing the right dropship vendor is a decision that can make or break your new dropshipping business. With that being said, why would you want to trust anyone else or rely on a dropship directory or some random list of dropshippers you found online? Nobody is going to be as passionate about your business as you are. And if you're too lazy to put in the work it takes to locate some reliable dropshipping business suppliers, then you shouldn't be starting up a business in the first place. Now, of course, don't get me wrong or take that the wrong way. The reason a lot of inexperienced dropshippers look to purchase a dropship directory online is not necessarily always due to laziness per se. Sometimes newer business owners just don't know any better, which is the reason I'm writing this article in the first place. Many people who are in the process of starting up a new dropshipping business do not realize they can find dropshipping business suppliers just as easily as they can locate a dropship directory online. Others just assume that buying a dropship directory or a list of dropshipping suppliers is what they are supposed to do. For this reason, plenty of new dropshippers have become an easy target and fallen prey to the dropship directory scam. More often than not, these newbie dropshippers will waste their money by purchasing a worthless list of dropshippers. In the end, they've wasted their time and money only to find out that they still have to do their own research on dropshipping suppliers anyway. So, if you happen to be in the midst of starting your own dropshipping business, hopefully this article will save you from having to learn this lesson the hard way. The only way for you to find out everything you need to know from your potential dropshipping business suppliers is to actually put in the work yourself. Researching dropshipping business suppliers. Researching dropshipping business suppliers is not necessarily difficult, but it will take some time. However, the time that you spend doing this, you will have invested to ensure the security and success of your business. The more hands-on approach you take to setting up your business, the more successful you'll be at running your dropshipping business. Over the last 12 years, I've built up a huge network of over 1,000 recognizable USA manufacturer direct brands. Every time I landed a new dropship vendor, I not only got better at doing it, but I also improved my business credit rating and my status as an online dropshipper. Dropshipping is an attractive startup option for many people because it's fairly easy to set up and it does not require a lot of investment. Yet and still, if you want to be successful at this new business venture, no way around it, you're going to have to get your hands dirty, especially when it comes to something as important as researching potential dropshipping business suppliers. The good news is, however, is that searching for dropshipping suppliers is just as easy as searching for a dropship directory or a list of dropshipping suppliers, as we mentioned before. Now, what to do? How do you do this research? Number one, pick up the phone. Best way to find out anything and everything you need to know about potential dropshipping business suppliers is to get on the phone and contact any of these suppliers directly, any of them that you're considering doing business with. Asking the right question, as you can imagine, is something you're going to have to get good at, and that's a whole new topic in itself. So go ahead and read the article, 10 questions you need to ask potential dropshipping suppliers. Follow the link. Number two, ask for testimonials and or referrals. When you're building your dropshipping business, or any business for that matter, you need to be completely sure about the suppliers or vendors you're going to be dealing with. Your decision when it comes to picking the right dropship vendor or suppliers to work with can literally make or break your business. This is why I believe making phone calls is a great start, but I like to take it a step further. Why? Because anybody can tell you anything that they want to tell you, and they might just be telling you what you want to hear. Even worse yet, they may be flat out lying to you. While you're on the phone with your potential suppliers, make sure that you ask them if they can provide you with any referrals or testimonials. This speaks volumes because it does show you exactly what other people think about this potential supplier you're considering doing business with. Number three, check business and social profiles online. Once a potential dropship vendor has successfully provided you with all the information you need and answered all your questions, there's still one more thing you should do just to be sure. Go ahead, do a little bit of online research. Check your potential supplier's business profile on Google, or better yet, just type them in the Google search bar and see what comes up. You may find some reviews, good or bad. However, these reviews will help your decision. Also, check them out on social media. At the very least, look them up on Facebook, Google, and Twitter. Now, keep in mind, a potential supplier's social media profiles are not necessarily a deal breaker. I personally would not eliminate a potential dropshipping supplier simply because they didn't have a Twitter or a Google account. However, it would raise a red flag if I found that they did not have at least one of those 3 social media accounts. In this day and age, we all know it's quite unusual for a business not to have at least a Facebook, Google, or Twitter page, or at least one of those 3. What to look for and expect from your dropshipping suppliers. What to expect from your dropshipping suppliers. When looking for potential dropshipping suppliers, search for those who do not restrict the size of your orders. While there may be a minimum order in place, but you should still make sure that your dropship vendor will ship smaller orders. This is especially true when you're first starting out because your initial orders with a new customer may not be huge. However, as the trust grows, so too will the size of your orders. Obviously, you definitely don't need clients to know that you utilize dropshippers, and you don't need them to discover your source. Therefore, only work with dropshipping business suppliers that are willing to dropship blind or blind dropship for you. With blind dropshipping, the dropshipper must utilize your name and address when shipping your order, so it looks to the customer as if it came directly from your company. Search for a working telephone number. On the off chance that they're as large as they guarantee to be, they ought to have the capacity to bear the cost of a business telephone and somebody to answer it. Call and demand conversation with a genuine individual. Make inquiries. They ought to be glad to answer inquiries from a potential prospect. Stay away from organizations with a selective condition in their terms. In other words, read the fine print. Any organization that is a reputable dropshipping business will not try to rip you off by throwing in extra fees and all that stuff within their contracts. And lastly, all costs must be unveiled before you submit anything. Watch out for organizations that seem to have low costs yet sneak in over the top handling fees and expenses or drop shipping charges or extra fees. The dark side of drop shipping. Starting up a dropshipping business is a great opportunity, which almost anyone can start up their own business with little or no money and work from home. Still, you need to be careful. While the setup of a dropshipping business might be straightforward, finding a genuine, dependable dropshipper isn't. There are many scammy, fly-by-night, wannabe dropshipping business suppliers that will do whatever they can to make an extra few bucks off you. Many of these bogus organizations exist only to rip people off, and that's the main reason why it's so important to do your due diligence and put in the time to research any of your potential dropshipping suppliers. First off, be aware of the temporary fly-by-night companies, because they will take your cash and vanish a week or two later. In fact, you may have seen this happen before on eBay or AliExpress. Another one is putting in rain checks or back orders is another huge scam played out with this sort of business. And it mainly happens with the particularly hot selling items. And this also happens a lot on eBay. With the bogus suppliers. Since it's a hot thing, you and others are requesting a few in the meantime. Before long, the item comes up short on stock. You need to sit tight for the shipment. In the meantime, your clients are shouting for their request. This is a good way to lose customers, which is actually the opposite of what you want to do. In the world of online e-commerce or retail in general, rain checks can and will happen. I mean, back orders are a part of the business. You're going to sometimes get an item that goes on back order. What you need to be aware of, though, is an excessive amount of back orders from any one supplier or dropship vendor. You should also keep a close eye on the time it takes to fill these back orders. Generally speaking, when an item goes on back order, you will at least have an estimated time frame that it'll take for your order to be filled. When that item is not filled within that estimated time frame, you should always take action, first by calling your drop shipping supplier, then call your customer and make them aware. Conclusion and closing, drop shipping is a high benefit ease business with limitless potential that can be easily set up and run effectively from home. In fact, dropshipping is one of the most prominent business developments ever. With dependable and reliable dropshipping suppliers, there's no limit to the success your new dropshipping business can achieve. As with any business venture, however, always be sure to do your due diligence and just make sure you keep an eye out for scams. Thanks for reading. Thanks for listening. Talk to you on the next post.